Hi there, welcome to my sewing channel. My name is Anita and this is Sewing Yogi. So first off, thank you so very much to everyone who has subscribed. I am really appreciative of it, and if you haven't subscribed then please do so, and you're very welcome to join my little sewing world, my little crafty world where I just talk about sewing, crafty stuff and some knitting and whatever else I'm getting up to. Life generally. And today I'm going to talk about the things that I made in April and May. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get that much made. I think I lost my sojo a little bit and I was struggling to get things done. Time constraints, being really tired. I don't know what happened. I don't know quite what went on there, but anyway, starting off with what I'm wearing today, which is the Nearly spring dress. Extremely popular pattern. I've seen so many versions on Instagram. Tons of people are loving this pattern, and I've got to be honest, I love this pattern. It's, I've raved about it in my previous vlog about this dress. I love it. It's so comfortable. I had some shorts on earlier and just a t-shirt to go and water the garden, water the plants and the grass. And as soon as I took them off and put this on, I just felt so much more comfortable. It's like a breath of fresh air. You just feel like you're exhaling out. Oh, it's just so comfortable. So yeah, I love it. And it has a beautiful little bias binding neckline with tie, lovely opening on the front, little bell sleeves, which I really love, really cute. And it has kind of empire line, sits a little higher than your waistline, and then tiers, so tiers on the skirt, and it isn't particularly very long, this now, so for me it's perfect. But if you are tall, and I mean I'm 5'2", so if you're any taller than that you need to lengthen this, but for me it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, so it just comes above my knee. I didn't take any length off the length for this, take any length off the skirt pieces, I should say. I didn't take any off the bodice length, and I didn't alter the sleeve lengths, so I've left everything the same and it fits me perfectly. I made a size 6 on the shoulders, I graded to a 9, so in between an 8 and a 10 for the bust and then the waist. The gathers on the skirt are not particularly gathered. It's a very minimal gather, if I'm honest. You don't get very much of a gather. So I was intending to make it a little bit bigger to get more gathers, but I didn't in the end. I just left it. it's one of those things, I just couldn't be bothered in the end. So I think if you want to make this, make the gathers a little bit more if you want a little bit more sort of obvious gather. Apart from that, this dress was amazing to make. I think I said in my previous vlog about the neckline on this, the bias binding pattern piece they give you isn't quite correct. Now I don't know whether that was just that it was misprinted or there was a problem somewhere within that pattern, but when I tried to use that bias binding on the twirl that I made, it didn't quite work. There would have been a raw edge and it just wasn't thick enough. So I made my own bias binding out of the fantastic tutorial that Sam from Frugalissima did. And I'll pop that link down below as well, because it's a fantastic one where you're just basically getting a lovely long bias binding out of just a 8-inch, 10-inch square. You don't need very much. I think I may have used a 9-inch square for mine, just to get the right depth. I think I made it a nice 1.5 inches width to get the lovely fold over and the right amount for the tie, because I didn't want it to be too thin. The strip that they give you just would have been too thin and you would have had a raw edge, and it just didn't work for me. So I was just making your own bias binding, or even maybe just purchase some contrasting bias binding to your fabric. The fabric I've used for mine, it was a viscose. This viscose I purchased from eBay. and I will pop the link down below where the place that I bought it from. But for me, in my mind, I already had a vision of what I wanted to look like when I saw the pattern, and this just shouted to me, this fabric, this is exactly what I wanted. So what else about this dress? I think that's pretty much it. You know, it's amazing, it's gorgeous, I love it. Fits me beautifully. I think it's probably a little, you know, I could probably gone down a size, but you know, I'm happy with how it fits me. It's loose and it's floaty, and you just feel amazing when you're floating around the house or going wherever you're going. I've been to the shops in this, I've met my friend for lunch in it. I had some lovely comments from people in the street about this dress. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with it. I actually had a message from Nina Lee herself to say that she thought it was gorgeous. I was, you know, over the moon with that comment. I was dancing around the house with that one. Yeah, I really love it. So again, I made 2 of these. So this is the second one. The first one was just a twirl. And it was fabric I had left over from another dress I made. I think it was the Nancy dress, and so over it I made this fabric. And yeah, I made this just to test what it was like. I'm glad I did, because this is the one I had all the bias binding issues on. And I think I actually made a 6 on the shoulders and graded to a 10 for the bust line and the waist, and it's just a little bit big on me. So I'm glad I went down for the next size. And yeah, I love it. I've worn this one loads as well. This one I've worn with tights because I think the colouring, you can get away with wearing it in tights. So when it was cooler, when the weather was still pretty rubbish here in the UK, I was wearing this with tights. It's just, I'm definitely making this pattern again. I can't tell you how amazing it is. It's just fabulous. So yeah, those were 2 things that I got made in April and May. Now I made myself a t-shirt out of fabric that I had left over from a t-shirt I made by Dad, and it's just a sort of viscose jersey, that's the word. Just goes for viscose jersey, bought from eBay, and it's a black with white stripe. In certain lights it does look dark blue, but I think it is black. And this was a simple sew pattern. I think it's from the Shannon collection. I'll put a picture up of it here. The Shannon collection, where you have a trouser pattern or pants pattern, and also a dress which you can make into a t-shirt. So I made the t-shirt. I really love this pattern actually. I love the fact that it has binding on the sleeves. You can't see that, that's probably dark fabric, you can't see on the camera, but it has a little band on there, and the neckband is the same. I like the fit of it. It's not too loose on me. It's quite nice and fitted t-shirt. So I'll definitely make another one of those, but in a different fabric, a lighter fabric for more summery. Yeah, and that was leftover fabric from a t-shirt I made my dad, and I'll put a picture of my dad wearing that. Obviously I haven't got that with me now, Dad's got it. He loves this t-shirt. He thinks it's really, really lovely, and apparently from his wife said that he wears it often and she has to drag it off him to wash. So yeah, he really loves that t-shirt. And yeah, it was an Evergreen tee by Green Style Creations that I used for that pattern. I think I made the extra large and graded to a 2 times extra large because my dad is older now, and let's just say he likes cakes. So he's a little round around in the tummy area, which is fine. It's allowed when you're old. You can do what you want. So yeah, he has really loved that t-shirt. I'm going to make him some more. And in fact, my nephews have seen Grandad's t-shirt and they really liked the t-shirt that he had. And because I stupidly, very badly forgot my nephew's birthday back in May, I said about this in my previous vlog, in my Friday Says, very, very bad of me. I felt so guilty. I said to the kids, listen, I'll make you some t-shirts, and they're really over the moon with this, and I've really gone to town with picking their fabric and stuff. So yeah, they really want a t-shirt like Grandad's, which I'm really chuffed about, to be honest. I think it's quite sweet they want me to make t-shirts for them. So yeah, it's a good t-shirt pattern, and it does go down to small, and I think that's going to fit the youngest nephew. and then a medium for my other nephew who's 15 now and he's growing, and you know, my stepsister said he likes his t-shirts baggy. Kids like their t-shirts baggy, so they're happy for him to be slightly bigger. And of course, the old mom saying is they will grow into it. So yes, and it's a really good pattern. It is $10, but if you go on to the Green Star Creations Instagram page or their Facebook page, they have a code on there where you can get that t-shirt for free. And you can also have the female version, which I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but there's a female t-shirt that you can buy that, again, you can have for free with the code. So I thought that was really handy. Fabulous. And then what else have I made? Wow, well, I know exactly what I've made. It's right there behind me, the Sade blouse by Named Clothing. And it's on the body form, and it's been there since I made it. I had a bit of a failure with it. The pattern is completely fine, nothing wrong with the pattern. It's a beautiful pattern, it comes together so well. I made the smallest size that there is. I think it's a size 1, or it's size 6 in brackets. It fits lovely on the front. The arms, I think, are reduced by 1.5 inches. And the waist, I lifted it up by 1.5 inches. That fits me perfectly. So sleeves are great, front of the top great, sits on the shoulders perfectly. Then it's just the back, doesn't look right on me. I'll show you the back on the body form by spinning her around. So you can see it on the back that it has this lovely detail where you've got a sort of flap where it crosses over, a lovely diagonal flap. And then you've got a little tie here at the bottom with a ribbon, and you can make that into using cord, or you can even just elasticate that where you don't have an opening at all. So this just doesn't fit on me because of my sway back. It bunches up too much and billows out, and it just looks really bad at the back, just looks too big. And I did think about reducing the side seams down, which would take out some of the sort of, this extra fabric here, but this part here, I didn't know whether to make a sway back adjustment, and the idea of making a sway back adjustment really just put me off. I didn't want to do it, I couldn't be bothered. But I had some lovely comments from people saying suggestions of what to do. One lady suggested just actually taking that out completely and just having a regular back, which I thought was probably a good idea, although I do really like this idea, the detail of this. And then another lady suggested I curve this, so from the side seam, curve it upwards. So you're curving it up, so it just sits higher on the lower spine, so it takes out all that excess fabric, which I really liked that idea. So I'm going to give that a go first, because this is only the twirl. I don't mind messing it up. So I'll just unpick that, curve it up, and then see what it looks like. I don't know how it will affect this crossover. I would imagine it's probably not going to match, it's probably not going to make much of a difference, but I'll see. Yeah, so it was a bit of a failure, and then it just didn't look right on me. I think sometimes we have ideas in our head and see a pattern and then we think, oh, that looks beautiful, I really want to make that. And then when you get to make it, it doesn't quite suit you. I think we all have that, don't we? We all have those moments where we're, oh no, it doesn't look right on me. And you have to kind of just let it go. Oh, there's a part of me though, I'm still clinging on to the idea that I'm going to make this work. I can never let things go. I can never let them drop and just say, oh no, you know what, it's not going to work for me, just leave it. I can't do that. It will niggle away at me forever, so I've got to work on it first. And then if my attempts at it don't work still, then I will definitely just let it go. But yeah, that is everything I made in April and May, and sorry it's a short one because, I didn't get much done. What can I say? One of those months, 2 months. But I hope you've liked seeing what I got up to in April and May and what I made. The success being the spring dress, of course, the amazing spring dress, which I just adore. Love it so much. I'm going to make more, probably for 10 years or so, till they bring out perhaps another pattern that I really adore. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, then please hit the like button. And again, if you haven't subscribed, then please do subscribe, because I'm going to continue on with these vlogs. I really love doing them. They're a great visual diary for me to see what I have been making and what gaps I have in my wardrobe. I have lots that I need to make in the future. Perhaps things that I'm scared of making, jackets and trousers. Yeah, they're things that I really want to have a go at, but they always seem too involved. So I think, oh, I haven't got the time for that yet, or I haven't got the headspace. But I'm going to force myself to make more jackets and trousers. Yeah, so we'll see. And I'll probably be back on my Friday sews this Friday. And you can see what I've been getting up to generally with my sewing this week. And yeah, so I hope you have an amazing day, whatever you're up to. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. As always, sending you all amazing people, love and light. Thank you. Bye.